A Bronto in a bonnet would do a better job of passing for a merchant.
Feel free to do all the talking when the captain arrives.
Oh, is that a challenge? Yeah, I just might.
All right, what's this about?
We have a delivery for the fort.
I haven't been notified about any delivery.
You wish to refuse it? Fine. But you must speak with the Weaver Craft Hall. I will not take it back to them for you.
Fine, fine. Take it to the main hall.
Point of putting ballistae inside the fort.
We need a plan here.
It's just one officer, by a room full of guards, and a fortress full of them. What could go wrong?
State your business.
So this is your lot in life. Are you satisfied?
What do you mean?
They task you with standing here for hours. All day, perhaps? What a life you must lead, full of wonder and excitement.
That's true, I guess.
No doubt your masters prefer that you never think on it. Better that their peons continue to think themselves free.
You have a point. This isn't what I had in mind when I signed on with the army. I'm going to live my life before it's too late. Let somebody else guard their stupid door.
Best prepare for battle. No one will believe we belong here.
Single-handedly laying siege to the most heavily defended fortress in Ferelden. I'm having fun already. Single-handedly laying siege to the most heavily defended fortress in Ferelden. I'm having fun already.
Intruders!
So be it. This should be good. I should do it. As you wish. I shall do it. Danger approaches. Come quickly, Warden, though I doubt you are inclined to linger.
Thank the stone. You won't believe what they wanted me to do to get you out.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
You know, there's something about being trapped in a fortress full of people who want me dead that makes me think, being a Templar might not have been so bad.
Not now. It's not the time for idle chatter.
Let's get you out of here first. Then you can tuck my ear off for all I care.
What the? You know, there's something about being trapped in a fortress full of people who want me dead that makes me think, being a Templar might...
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? Oh, yes, and thank you for asking. I'm feeling much better today. I suppose I must be.
So many visitors, so many chamber pots to clean. Oh, if they keep tranking mud up here, it's going to take a month.
Indeed. Blood and damnation.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. Your wish? Again? I'm game.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Something I can help with?
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. After your rather alarming lack of subtlety, I feared the worst for you. I prayed for your safe return. Well, what did you expect me to do? You announced me to my father's most trusted lackey. Did the purpose of my disguise entirely escape you? I am hoping that, despite our unfortunate beginning, we can still work together. Will you hear me out? We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat. Yet even now, I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it. Perhaps it will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me. I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same. This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain. Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Thanks. I am right here, you know.
His mother was a maid, but his father was Merrick Therin, for whom we all risked our lives to win back the throne. We all hoped Kaelin and Honora would secure the succession. I only wish Merrick had taken more time to instruct the lad in the politics of ruling. I did my best, but he knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen unless they both agreed to it. And I've seen the way Alistair looks at you. We certainly have a great deal to plan. Of course.
My love? Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind?
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken. We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down. When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike. If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander. Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths. The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I realize that my actions at Howe's estate may not have painted me in the best light. For that, I apologize and hope that we can start again. First, let me say that I knew your family. Eleanor, in particular, was dear to me, and what Howe did was unforgivable. How fitting he died at your hands. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne. That is exactly what I am proposing. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot. Ignoring that the man looks so much like Cailan, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Cailan as well. And are you so truly eager to pawn the lad off on me anyway? I rather got the sense that you two might be. That is how my own marriage to Cailan began. It still became more, in time. This doesn't bother you. Consider it forgotten. Now, as for the alliance we were discussing. That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? No. You return. Is there something you wish to discuss? Ask me whatever you like. Then I wish you luck, Warden.
We can't all be gallivanting about the house all day. Her Highness is here. Someone fetch the Queen some clean linen and be quick.
Yes.
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 Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Wrecked from Orzammar. Won't find better.
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silk. Caesar handles the trade stock. I handle other affairs. Business deals. Me. No, I am not. It has been many on the docks of Rial. You can live a longer life. Straightforward. I take darkspawn. It has been many. Luck be to you.
If you have coin, well, if not, move along. Too many refuge. Oh, yeah.
Message for you, milady. More things to deliver. Goodbye.
Begone!
Don't want any trouble. I'm just... Someone's coming. Thanks for running those thugs off. I thought they were gonna kill me. I was on my way home. Look, I'm leaving and you should do the same. The knife ears are all riled up.
Spare a silver for a war veteran? Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't.
Now that is a big tree. I wonder if the children get to climb it.
How can you be here? I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my Uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Help them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy? What's wrong, Shen? Did you get bored and decide to come watch the elves die of plague? Wait. Sora's told me about you. You're the one who freed him from the dungeons. These foreigners say they're here to help with our outbreak of plague. Funny thing, though, all the people they help disappear.
That's not true, and you know it, Shiani. Both my sisters got the Tevinter spell cast on them, and they're fine.
Where's your niece, then? And my Uncle Syrian? And Valendrian? These foreigners have taken dozens of elves into that house over the last few weeks, and none of them have been seen again. One of them was our Oghren, Valendrian. And I don't know what we're going to do if we don't get him back. He's the elder, the person who guides us. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's important. They won't just let you in. Well, there is another entrance in the alley. There's no crowd watching, no mages, and only one guard. You can try. Those guards mean business.
I ask you to stand back. Some of these people are carrying the plague. The alienage is not safe for visitors.
For your own safety, we must ask you to leave now.
What is taking so long?
No, you can't go inside just for a moment. So you might as well walk right back around to the front doors. You shouldn't be out on the streets now anyway. What with the plague? Look, this is how things are. I didn't make the blight or the plague or anything. What's worse? Dying of the plague or dying of hunger? Not enough to put up with all these questions. What do you want? Hey!
I see enemies ahead. So you can get off my back. Got it.
Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here! I swear not one of us is sick. They take the sick ones out as soon as they come in. Please, help us! Thank you, friend. They took him away already, through the back alley. We don't know where exactly. You don't have to say that twice.
They opened the gates yet? I need to go to the market. Is Mother Bohan here yet? taking her so long?
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be? Quick, get them, hurry!
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities. You simply fought your way in here to ask questions, did you? You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we've been given dispensation to do our business here. You Fereldans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals? Do you have any idea how difficult it is to acquire new blood? These slaves will fetch an excellent price in the Imperium, and we're paying handsomely for this opportunity. But enough. I am here to halt your slaughter, nothing more. I am no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men.
I see a trap. can get off my back.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about. One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity. Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help. More of an arrangement, truth be told. One that disappears the moment angry armed intruders storm my abode. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Logain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Oghren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned, with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
So, do we have a deal? Even you must admit it's much better than resorting to barbarism, yes? Interesting. Now, that's not much of a deal, is it? Let's do this the hard way, then. Men, shall we? Seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
Little service? He is talking of blood magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing. Most wise.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go? Ah. Well, that is a shame, isn't it?
don't look like a Tevinter. Not that it means much. Are you one of them? What happens to us now? Shiani? Did she send you here? Praise the Maker! We will not trespass long on your good graces. Come, everyone, let's go home.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it. They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Kaelin. She's her father's daughter. Me? I say that's where the problem lies. People like her and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the Landsmeet comes, you might even have a say. Make me king. Honora isn't an option. As ready as anyone ever is, I suppose. Which is to say, yes, I'm ready. Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? I suppose I'm more curious about, you know, the engagement. I like the idea, but are you sure? Oh, I guess that saves me having to ask then. Phew. Right you are. We have to convince everyone there are monsters that need fighting. Who would have thought?
I'm sorry if I was rude to you before. Andraste's ass, you'd think I'd learned some social graces. Anyway, what I mean by all this is... thank you.
My love? Well, we're not exactly alone. What did you have in mind?
Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are... other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and, an orphan. Please, milady, can you spare some coin? I am insulted. A veteran campaigner, am I? And Oli is as bereft of parents as anyone's ever been.
My mom is especially dead.
No need to mention that, Oli. Will you help us? Ah, can't blame a fellow for asking.
There's nothing more to say. Pester someone else.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. Poor Oghren obviously didn't recognize you. He described you in great detail, but never mentioned you were a Kuzland. I owe you his life. When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish House still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oghren tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oghren? Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I am taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Have you heard the news about how?
Everyone in the city has. Ryland must be true. Oh, I can hardly speak ill of the city.
How felt your brother?
You hear about a note? Maybe we have some things we can... You are of great interest. Who do you blame for a death? So, one of our swords is hired out. Ferelden is a busy... The people that handle that sword... So, someone that's crossed out. You don't like what's on the scroll, don't you?
May I help you?
Abram has done nothing since we've arrived except spend coin on us.
This is
Stay here
Amonric.
much longer, I'll have to spend
Explain
it
yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head. He's alive then? Please, if you have any news of my brother, I would hear it. A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. You're Bryce Kuzland's youngest, are you not? I thought I recognized you. Take this. It's been in my family for generations. Let me know if you want some of my bowmen when you take back your Tairneer as well. No need for such drastic...
You'll have to excuse me. I'm engaged at present.
I will have to speak with the Grand Cleric about this. And soon, I think.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Now's better than later.
My love? Well, we're in camp. Now's as good a time as any to talk, right? Fair enough.
I got a moment, sure. Aye, all right then.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes? Why? What?
Got it.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken. Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people. Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations. Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way. It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is. The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn,